Alrighty, boys and girls. So today's Saturday. It's been like a week since I started stripping and trying to get everything painted because it's been in the 90s, and I really don't want to have to paint in the 90s because, well, as you guys can tell, we're kind of in a greenhouse, and it has a little bit of gap in it, but it hasn't rained or anything, so we don't have to worry about that. But I don't want to have to paint because it's going to dry way too fast, and then it's going to look terrible. So it's a little cooler today. I think it's like 80, 84, if that. So what we're going to be doing is we're going to be taking acetone, wiping everything down since I've got all that sanded. I sanded this with 1500 grit just to take all the lines out of it. Some of the paint drippings and stuff. We're going to wipe this with acetone. So what I'm planning on doing is we're going to do the frame and the generator, everything. We're going to do all that today. I missed a spot of tape right there. But we're going to do the frame and the generator, and we're going to respray the last coat on this when we do the last coat on this one, so I don't have to worry about primer or anything being on this. I'm probably just going to end up moving over so we don't have to worry about it. That way, we can, as soon as this is dry, we can take the front cover, put it back on, and then I'm going to do the back fascia. I have to paint some of that orange, so we're obviously not going to put that on just yet. But I'm going to try to do it piece by piece. When we paint orange, I'm going to grab the cloth. I have another piece of this plastic sitting out there. We're going to take and cover everything right here. So when we do orange, we don't have to worry about orange getting on the white. When we go to paint that, we're going to have to tape everything off. Because this top part and then the mesh is all going to be orange. And the outside's all going to be white. So that one's going to require a little bit of taping and a little bit of work. But we're going to focus on getting this and this done today. Or hopefully today, before I go help my friend. So I'm going to get to wiping all this down. I got to get the acetone out of the garage because it's cool in there. But we'll get to it. I probably won't take a video of any of that, but we'll see. So, hope you guys are enjoying the videos. Talk to you later. Alrighty, guys. So, as you can tell, we have got some something going on here. So this morning I put the front on. Obviously, I'm gonna have to repaint the bolts. None of the bolts are painted. We put the new faceplate on. Man, I like that looks. She's delicious now. And yes, it has the numbers and everything on it of the original faceplate or faceplate. Now I can talk. So the frame has 2 coats of paint on. That's sat for 3 days. This has 3 coats of paint. I painted it again last night because there were some bugs in it. So I don't know if it was bugs or what it was, but there was something down towards the bottom I didn't like. So I sanded it down with 1500 again, cleaned it up, and then painted it again. So it's a little softer than I'd like, but it'll be okay because I'm not really going to scratch the crap out of it because I'm not going to go hardcore. Obviously, I put 2 pair of pants on the barrel, so when all this stuff falls down, it doesn't scratch the crap out of the barrel. I'm letting that dry for a little bit longer, and then I'm going to pull that because that has 2 paints, 2 coats of white paint on it. As soon as I am done doing the whole faceplate, I'm going to put that up here, and then we're going to paint orange where all the tape's at, and I'm going to retape everything off so we don't get orange and white mixed together. But I'm going to show you what we got for goodies for the old girl. So obviously we got a remote. I'm still probably gonna have to drill a hole for the switch, but that'll be later. I'm not doing that today. I'm gonna wire it up and everything, but we're just gonna leave the switch hanging behind until I figure out where I want the switch at. But we have a new light, we have new toggles, and a new starter button. So what we're gonna do first is we're gonna go ahead and put all of this stuff on the front of the welder, besides the light. Okay. Well, actually, no, we can do the light too. Then I can just go ahead and put new crimps on it and call it good. But by the looks of it, that might be too small. I don't know, we'll figure that out. But so we're gonna go ahead and start doing that. Getting everything put back on the front. Obviously clean all of it. And then yeah, we'll go from there. So, but we got those. We have obviously the new blocks for underneath here, because you know those look like shit. And I also don't want them painted. So once I get all of the sheet metal put back on this, I'm going to get take and wrap these pants around here. I'm going to lift up on this front end, and I'm going to unbolt one side at a time. Well, actually, I might just do both. And I'm going to take and lift up on the front, slide these under, and rebolt them back in, because it looks like they just put spacers under it when they rebuild it, so they didn't have to put these new blocks back in, because, well, those blocks are like crushed together. I'm pretty sure they dropped this welder, because that entire back is bent. And now I look at these look bent too. So I might have to put a spacer in there, because it sits really low in this, and I don't like that. But that's okay. And then obviously we have an oil filter. I have oil. I think it's in my truck. Maybe it's out here, I don't know. We have a new temperature gauge, or thermostat, what do you want to call it? And we have the Easy Drain oil system. And I figured once we got done painting and everything, we'll change the oil. That way we don't have to fuck with it. And while we're changing oil, we'll put this new drain plug in, because mint, that's why. And we also have a new choke, because the choke cable is going bad. So, hope you guys are enjoying the videos, and we'll keep rolling. Alrighty, boys and girls, so as you can tell, we have put quite a bit into it. So we do now have a remote to it. Obviously, I don't know if I got all of this correct until we start it. We're not gonna be able to start it until that's done. But I'm gonna show you. So I bought the cheaper remote setup. I think the only difference between this and the other one was the amount of wires that you got. The other one had all 3 wires instead of just 2. So this blue one and that white one came with this one, and then that extra third one right there, right behind the white one, used to be in the center right here where this one is. So the paper that came with it told me to take this blue one that came with the switch and run it up to the top or the center of the rheostat, and then it said take the one from the rheostat and run it down to that center pin. So if it's on local, that means you can run this without having any problems. Or it should be, no, if you turn on local, it'll start running off this part. And obviously remote, you hook the remote into this and it'll start working. And then the white wire comes from down there. So from this, it comes up to here. That's for the remote part. And then there's 2 other wires that obviously, run your 110 that come up to here. But we got all of our switches in. And the light, I didn't realize, but you had to take the old light out of the post that came out of here. And you had to get all that plastic out, and this fits right in there, which is cool. I like that. But that's what she's looking like now. I think it's looking 10,000 times better. Obviously, all of this has been painted. I know I didn't record this, but it's a little dirty because it's been sitting outside. But I wanted that orange. And then I had to get a new one of these because the old one, I would have had to do a lot more work than I wanted to. Man, I wish this wind would calm down a little bit. Anyways, so that right there is our new thermostat. And I'm going to run it. I'm going to take, and how they did this before was this line right here for my oil pressure was zip tied up underneath here. I'm going to do the same with this. I'm going to zip tie them together. And then this goes in there. But I have to drain some of the antifreeze out of the radiator, and I don't have time to do that. I gotta go help my mom with her garden at her house. So that is what it is, but we're gonna run with it. Yeah, I think it's looking pretty solid so far. I mean, I think she looks good, a lot better than that gray, silver, rusted look that it had going on. But hope you guys are enjoying the videos. Probably tomorrow I'm gonna keep working on it, and probably when I get home I'm not gonna do a video. Probably gonna clean up this little mess we got going on and start getting that taped off, and so we can paint it orange and keep rolling. Obviously I'm gonna get drop cloth and drop it over top the entire welder. That way we don't have to worry about any of the orange getting on that, because I don't think orange splatter is gonna look good on that. But yeah, so we got the battery box thing painted. So all we got is that for orange, and then we got to paint the top and the doors. But I hope you guys are enjoying the videos, and talk to you in a little bit. Alright, boys and girls, so how's it going? Well, it's done, as you can tell. I still need to tighten these up. I forgot about that. Anyways, we'll move on. So we got the hood painted. I think I painted it 5 times because it kept, I don't know what you want to call it. It just wasn't working the way I wanted. There's a couple spots that I don't know if they got nicked or what they were, but it's spray paint, so we'll fix that. So obviously we got our local remote in. Everything's wired back up. I did run it the other day for a couple minutes to make sure our antifreeze wasn't going to be leaking out, since we had to get a new thermostat, but that's okay. The fuel line, I gotta leave it on because it's gonna rain, but we're gonna start it real quick. So I'm gonna get an inline filter for it, and I also have to get an exhaust piece for it as well. I'm thinking we're gonna go with a 90 because I like that look. It looks better. And I was dumb and left some steel up on top, so it's all rusted out. But we'll look at this real quick, and yeah. So there's your front. The doors are going to get painted, but since it's going to rain, can't do that for a couple days. So this is painted orange. That is orange on the other side. This is the back side with the battery tightened down. I also got to run those leads through it, so that's okay. We'll get that done. I did paint that handle orange. That way it's a slightly different color. But yeah, we got everything. So we're gonna go ahead and try to fire it up real quick. Alright, boys and girls, so as you can tell, she starts and runs and she looks pretty solid. I did not do that. Anyways, obviously I had to figure out what the hell's going on with my low idle. But I have a pipe runner buddy that's going to be in town for the next couple months, so he's really good at working on these, so I'm going to have him look at it. And yeah, we'll figure out what's going on. But hope you guys are enjoying the videos, and yeah, I'll talk to you later.